everybody. It's Connie with Gliding Through Blindness, and this time we're going to be talking all about the NLS BARD um, app. And NLS stands for the National Library Service, and BARD stands for Braille and Audio Reading Download. Pretty sure that's right, but it's where you can get tons and tons. This is for the United States, but you can get books for free, and a lot of countries have a service like this for blind people where you can download books to your phone. Android or iPhone. I have Android, so that's what I'm going to be talking about. But you can also download it to various other devices like the Daisy or Victor or whatever. But for the scope of this video, we're just going to concentrate on what I use, and I'm not going to explore like every aspect of the website and all the various options, but just the ones that I use and have found easy and helpful. Um, But before we get into it, I just wanted to encourage you all to watch my recent popular video about InnoSearch, which is a shopping website where you can call a phone number and basically get pretty much anything you need via your phone. And I also have done recent videos where my friend Laura, who's featured on several of my videos, she was making sweet tamales one day, and I got clips of that on. She explained the process and all that kind of thing, and it was fun. That was a really fun day. We played cards and had all kinds of fun. I also did another video that same day about when I attended the Eastern Orthodox um, church with her for the Good Friday service, and I think it's just so cool that I have friends and family members with such diverse tastes and interests and whatnot. Because I like to explore all that kind of stuff on my videos, like people's various customs and like how they how decorate for various holidays and just different ways of thinking that I might not be as used to. And so that's kind of one of the themes on this video is to um, expose people to a lot of different things. And because I think we all have way more in common with each other than we have differences, but it's still really intriguing to explore the differences too. And the NLS website, I believe this is right, it's just NLS. What is it here? I think I wrote it down. But I'm assuming that you guys are all signed up to the Talking Book program already. And if not, you should do like a Google search and find out how to become a patron of the National Library Service, because each state has their own like chapter or whatever that they are the ones that send you the books. So you'd want to find out that phone number or whatever, because you can just call them too and have them send you books, either specific books that you order, or they can just send you random books if you want with on a cartridge that you can play on your player that they will send you for free. Um, but I like to download books now to my phone and have control over exactly when and which books and all that kind of thing. It's just really convenient to have it right on my phone, so I don't even use the player anymore. But so it's probably also on Blind Shell and stuff like that for the Bard app. But this video would still be helpful for you even if you don't have a smartphone, because you'll still get a general idea of what to expect, because the layout or the different options will still be the same no matter which device you're using it on. And so, yeah, where is that link? Oh, and you can get audiobooks that are read by human readers, or you can download books to your Braille display through this website, and I have done both. Or you can put Braille and audio on your phone and then hook up your Braille display to your phone. Um, and Without further ado, I think I'm just going to get out my phone here. Oh, and you can also put books on a jump drive for your player too. Which I did in the past when I used my player before I went to just my phone. Um, and they also have a thing now where you can read them on your Alexa or your smart speakers and such. So I don't haven't done any of that, but feel free to explore the website. They have all this just right on their homepage after you log in, and all that. So just explore to your heart's content. Um, and Yeah, it's NLS dot um wait no NLSBARD dot LOC dot gov. Um and so Yeah, I usually start on my PC. That's my general rule of thumb for most things, which I'm sure you've heard me say before if you've watched any of my previous videos on topics like this, where I just think my computer is a lot faster for like finding a specific word on a page and quickly doing stuff like that. But it's easy enough to just do everything on your phone. I just don't find it as convenient, so I will start like if there's a specific author or book that I want to search, I will um, find it first on my computer, and then I'll add it to my wish list, and then it from there it's very easy to just get it and download it to my phone. So you don't need USB cables or anything to do any of this. But the website is kind of clunky, which is frustrating because it used to not be, but it's gotten worse. So I hope they'll fix some of this over time. But like for sometimes not all of the books in a series are listed, or they'll be listed like you'll have to go to several different places to find everything that you need by a certain author or whatever. And you have to have it like letter perfect. If you're going to type a title, everything has to be spelled um, like all like punctuation, capitalization, everything, and you have to put it in quotation marks. And then it takes forever. For me anyway, once I hit and I can't just hit enter. At least if I have, it takes forever, but I usually have to find after I've typed it into the search bar, I have to go to search or go or whatever it is and hit that, and then it takes like 30 seconds or more for the page of results to come up. So like I don't know what it's doing because it doesn't say like loading or anything. So I don't know if it took it or if I have to redo something. So do better, people, do better. Especially when it's a site for the blind. It's just they could be more accessible. That should be like their main priority, I would think. So I'm curious though to know if any of you other people have found the website frustrating in that regard as well. Um, but uh, what I like about these digital books is that you can navigate by chapter, page, or I'm not page, but bookmark, or however they have, like the older books may not have all these different levels available, but the more recent ones or really popular ones, even from a long time ago, will have them usually broken up by chapter. So it makes it a lot easier. Like remember on those tape players from the talking book program, they would have beeps for every chapter, but you'd have to fast forward all the way through instead of just hitting a button and it going directly to the next chapter or whatever. And they also now are getting a lot of their material right from Audible. So that's kind of neat. In a way, I kind of miss some of the old, like the readers that we're all so familiar with that used to be just for the NLS program and stuff. But it's cool though too that we get the same readers from Audible that everybody else gets too. And so yeah, I hardly ever buy any books though because there's just so many available, way more. Like a lot of people that I have talked to have like 100 books or more saved in their downloads that they never get to. So, and I have done that too. So, there's just really, I haven't found like every, probably a handful of times I've bought a book if it's just one that a lot of people are talking about and I'm not patient to wait that extra little while for it to appear on BARD or whatever. I mean, before it was a bigger selection of books that were not on BARD, but I don't think that's really the case anymore. I think pretty much anything, any book you would want would be on BARD. And I'm sure there are exceptions to that, of course, like specialty fields or like textbooks, et cetera, et cetera. I'm just talking about the general reader. And so, yeah, the website though has the link where you can download the app to your device. Um, and there's a sleep option, which I'll show you once I get my phone out here in a minute, like where you can have it turn off automatically in 15 minutes or whatever. And like I have an older phone that I basically just use for BARD because it still has the headphone jack, because I like to not use Bluetooth when I'm sleeping because I don't want to waste all my Bluetooth battery from my earbuds or whatever. So at night, if I'm reading something, I will usually use my wired earbuds, and because then I'm not wasting a lot of battery. And but I also have the books on my new phone too, so that I always just have them if I'm ever out and about during the day and have some extra time and want to read a chapter or whatever while I'm waiting for something or whatever. So I do usually download my books to more than one device, to both of my phones, my older and my newer. And but on the website, when you do find the book you want, if you click on it, you can, there's also for the author who it's by also will turn into a link that you can click, and then you can see everything that's written by that author. So that's a handy feature. At least when it's working correctly, that's what it does. So anyway, if I find the book I want, then I will just go to add to wish list, search for the word add really quick on my computer, and then once I have it there, then I can get it from my phone. So also there's a link called previous downloads, which I'll show you here in a minute. That's really handy, where you can see everything that you've downloaded in the past. So that is really handy, especially like when I want to put my book on another device. I can just quickly go there, and it's ones you did most recently are on top, and then you can just click the download button, and there you go. So and yeah, it's faster if you know the layout of the screen. So that you can put your finger like pretty much exactly where you want instead of just swiping. But swiping is always an option, especially if you're new to the app and just want to see everything that's there and not miss anything. But swiping is a little bit more difficult for this app. Not difficult, but just takes a little longer because they have a lot of stuff to go through, kind of like on the MetaView app for the glasses, which I guess now it's called the Meta AI app. That's what I heard anyway. But anyway, So yeah, there's just a lot to swipe through. So if you know exactly what you're looking for, it's a little bit faster. But also, I'll just swipe left sometimes and go backward through the list if I know that what I'm looking for is closer to the end. Instead of swiping through everything to get to what I want, I'll just go the other direction. And um, Yeah, so I hope I don't forget anything here on the app because I wanted to go through most of the screens and whatnot. I'm not even sure what screen it's on now. I just know it's somewhere on the app. Actually, let me turn this around so you can see my phone better for those of you that care about such things. Let me find that center here. I probably won't have it exact, but hopefully it will give you an idea. Come on. Okay, so yeah, at the top of the app, like not the very top of the screen, because that's like usually your notifications, date, all that, battery, whatever. But if you just go a little bit below that, but to the top of the app itself, you will find bookshelf at the left. Keep going to the right. Get books, settings, and now reading. And so that's on the first row. If you go below that, audio magazines on the left, and then way on the right is wait, what happened here? Oh, audio books was on the left, and then audio magazines was on the right. And so then you would let me just yeah, I wanted to yeah, there's like settings and more options and stuff like that, but I don't mess with any of that. I haven't for a long time. So if it's nothing I've done for a long time, I consider it less valuable, and I only want to put the most valuable things here on this video. So, okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna swipe now for the rest of the video because that's what I'm used to. But I did want to give you a general layout of the app. But now I'm gonna go to it looks like I was on bookshelf, and so after you swipe through all the things that appear on every screen, like settings, etc., then you yeah, there was a user guide too. I'm trying to find where they even have I can't find where settings and stuff even is located on the screen. But like I said, if you just swipe, you won't miss anything. So so I'm gonna go to audiobooks, and if you want to delete a book, this is where you would do that. You would go into your audiobooks, and for when I put something on my braille display, I'll usually put it on a thumb drive and then just delete it from there. But there's a command on your braille display to do that too. But I'm focusing on the phone app for this time. But more options is where you can hit the delete option here, and then you have to check on the book. So actually now I'll swipe left so I can bypass all the stuff, and just because if I swipe left I'm going to go directly to my books. Yeah, and if there's a book called like Presumed Innocent that I want to delete, I just double tap it to check it, and then it will ask, are you sure? And you just hit OK. So that's that feature. And yeah, let me go to okay, I'm going to back out of this because I don't really want to delete anything right now. Cancel. Okay, so I'm not really holding this in front of the screen. I apologize for that. There's not as much room here as I thought, so it's not very comfortable to. Maybe I'll turn it back this way. Okay, so now it's a little bit sideways, but it should give you some idea. So I'm going to just no, I don't want to sort by author. Title. Come on. But yeah, there's various ways to sort too. But I usually only have like a few handful of books on here at once, so it's just not too hard to just find what I want by swiping. And Yeah, so I'm gonna just go here to innocent, and then like the bottom of your screen, and then go up, like mid bottom, I would say, is where your play to the left of play is rewind, to the right of play is fast forward, and then below play is your speed, and to the left is go slower, to the right is go faster. Or you can double tap the speed button and it turns into the tone button, where you can make it a little like more bass or more treble, but I usually just have it right in the middle where it, and then if you go above the play button is where you can set the level, like
move by section, move by chapter, move by bookmark,
so
move by phrase, move by front matter, move by section, move by chapter.
Okay, so then to the left of that navigate button is where you would go forward. Like if you have it set on chapters, you would go to the previous chapter, or if you go to the right of this button here, that where you chose which level you wanted to navigate by, then you go forward. So left of it you go backward, right of it you go forward. So it's set up pretty intuitively. And then above that is the sleep timer, where it turns off after a certain amount of time. And then if you go a little bit above that, you have to like slide, and then you'll find how much you have read so far and how much of the book is left. So it tells you the elapsed time, etc. And then if you go up a little more, it says the name of the book and the author. But so that's basically that screen, and now I'm going to go to Get Books. And again, I'm going to swipe left to get to exactly, it's a faster way to get to what I want in this section. So there's search music, which I've never explored much, but I think you can get like a lot of different genres, or even like piano, like lessons and stuff like that too, to learn to play or whatever. I'll have to probably do a whole nother video on that sometime. But then there's the previous downloads button that I had showed you before. Browse magazines. Most popular books. So I've gone here on the app before to just see what the most popular books are in the last 30 days or whatever. So I'll just go there.
Audiobooks 25. Audiobooks 20. More options. Button. Bookshelf. Tab. Selected. Get settings.
So now I'm swiping to the first
title and author search. Title.
Most popular book, which
The Crash. Author. McFadden. Frida. 9 hours. 17 minutes.
Yeah, it's a book by Frida McFadden, and if I'm interested in it, all I would have to do is double tap and it would start to download to my phone. And then it would appear in my bookshelf under my audiobooks. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Get Books. There's probably a navigate up button too, but I'll just do it this way. And so
most popular books.
Yeah, most popular, and then there's a recently added to BARD section where you can see the books that NLS has recently put on there. And on the website, there's kind of all mixed up, but they're not really sorted by, well, at least on the, if you go to most popular, it's like first all the nonfiction or fiction, and then nonfiction, and then Braille books. But in this one where the most recently downloaded, it's literally that. So like they can be all mixed up. You can have a fiction one with the nonfiction right under it. So I don't find that quite as useful, because it's not really necessarily going to be a book that is the most popular. It's just whatever they've recently put on there. But
recently added to BARD. Most popular books.
Okay, yeah, and then there's the wish list, which, like I said, if you have downloaded or added a book to your wish list via your phone or via the website, then it will appear there, and then you can just download it. So if you don't want to download all your books you're thinking about and take up space on your phone, you can just put it on your wish list and then get it when you need it.
Search. Now reading tab.
And I usually try to delete my books soon after I've listened to them, so there's just not a bunch of extraneous things on there because I want things to be as easy to find as
Settings.
possible.
Tab. Selected. Get books. Tab.
But that's the main gist, and there's a lot more to explore. So happy exploring, and be sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends about the channel. And I always love to hear your comments and feedback. So we'll see you next time. Bye for now.